Hey butterflies, hey butterflies, hey butterflies, floating away. Y'all, a hummingbird visited me the other day. Was it yesterday or the other day? I think it was 2 days ago. And it was so freaking beautiful. I was like, oh my gosh, the first hummingbird of the season. And I didn't have to put any food or anything out for it. And it felt like a good omen for the collective. And I've been thinking about that. And I was thinking about the energy of today and what the vibe has been. Oh my gosh. So listen, y'all. Okay. If you feel like someone or like something, a space has been like trying to like intentionally trigger you or get you into is my microphone? Okay, yeah. Or get you into like a particular place or whatnot, like know that there is like a spirit put over that thing to get you off track. It literally was there intentionally to try to get you off track as a part of, so you know how when this big shift really happened, like, and the last glitch happened when I changed my channel around, right? You have to remember, once you break out of a cycle, once you make a decision of, hey, I'm done with this, I'm not doing this anymore, it's over, it wants to reel you back in. It wants to reel you back in because you have to be back into the cycle, back into the programming. Okay. So it's something of someone or a space or like something was brought into your life. Um, and it was like a distraction energy. The distraction energy was to pull you off of your journey, to pull you off of your cycle that you broke. Like they want to pull you back into the cycle basically. Okay. And a big piece of it is because they sense the blessings that were upon you. They didn't have those same blessings upon them. They sense the energy that was upon you. They sense your drive. They sense literally the blessings that are within you. You need to understand, you know how vampires can smell blood, and you hear them in their lore and stuff, and they say, oh, this is, good blood. Like they will describe the blood. Why would an energy vampire be any differently, right? 222. So it's like someone sensed your energy, they sensed your blood, and they can tell that like they're not like us, but on another end, like your energy is not like the rest. It's not normal. It's very different. Okay. And so I did pull a few cards just to kind of get like energy, and it was the King of Cups with Pisces, Seven of Cups in reverse with Scorpio, Knight of Cups in reverse with Scorpio, Page of Swords, that's like Gemini, King of Wands in reverse with Sagittarius, Ace of Wands, Aries, and then Three of Wands in the upright Aries. And it was giving a vibe of like, as someone like starts to get away from something, there's always something that comes about that tries to pull you back into the old cycle. I'm here to tell you, don't go back to that old cycle. It's about to come in. Okay. If it hasn't already came in, it's about to try to come in to try to pull you back into a cycle that you have recently got out of. Okay. That you recently decided to be like, you know what, this is the end. I'm over it. I'm done with it. Okay. As soon as you get to that place, 333, it wants to try to confuse you mentally, emotionally, to be like, well, maybe I can go back, or maybe I can look at it from this angle, or maybe I can do this. And this is giving you a major warning, okay? As your glitch in the matrix, don't fall for the energy that wants to pull you back into a space where you came from. It's giving a very manipulative energy. And this is giving a vibe of, because someone knows that you have like a spirit of abundance on you. And when I was channeling the energy of the spirit of abundance, it's like they know what you are capable of, and they know where you are going. And oftentimes when people know that someone has like a calling on their life, or they know that they're going to be going, far in their life, they do whatever they can do to stay attached to them, even if the attachment is not pure. And this is very predatory. Okay. And I want to make sure I share it in this way, because I was sharing this on a TikTok that I just recently did, and it's going viral now actually. And I was sharing how someone lying about who they are and like their personality 444, like their foundational self, as a way to get access to you, that's predatory. That's a predator. And a predator is no different from a rapist. Okay. So they have those same characteristics within themselves to do that. Okay, you with me? And so this is giving an energy of, once you start realizing that, like, oh wait, these characteristics and things of that nature kind of align with certain things, and seeing like, wow, because this wasn't even really real in the first place, right? And seeing, once you start seeing someone as like a predator, or like as an energy for what it really is, it makes it easier to be like, I'm not going back to that, I'm not going back to that cycle. Okay. And so this energy, as you pass, I'm telling you what's about to happen, okay? And what's coming after it, okay? So when this test comes, when you pass this test, you are about to get a major financial blessing, 555, okay? Something is going to change drastically overnight, okay? Overnight. Set the intention and tell the universe to confirm it for you, okay? Set the intention with the universe and tell the universe to confirm it for you. But when you pass this test of not going back to this past cycle, of not falling for something, um, not falling back into an old cycle, basically, you're going to see exactly how powerful your energy is, and how powerful that energy in a way was canceling your energy out. So when I think about like, um how we can think about different things can cancel something out, right? So a -2 and a +2, they cancel each other, like they're gone, like it cancels out, right? Like someone or something around you was canceling out some of your energy, it was canceling out some of your power. And it's like, as soon as you get away from it, as soon as you got away from it, you start feeling different. And as soon as you really start to, because you got to realize there's a grieving process after you break away. Okay. And oftentimes many people during the grieving process, they're very vulnerable, right? And in that vulnerability, you're not really producing what you would like to produce. So many people take them making those decisions as potentially being the wrong decision, because they feel like their life is falling apart. But in reality, you're supposed to allow yourself to get through the grieving process so you can finally accept it, learn the lesson, and alchemize it. Okay. Many people don't make it to the alchemizing phase, but you have finally learned how to make it to the alchemizing phase. So you need to understand, once you make it to that alchemizing phase, they're going to come knocking on the door. Okay. They're going to come knocking on the door. Knock, knock, knock. Okay. Who home? Okay. Can I come in? And they may not even ask. They may just come in, right? And so this is giving that same energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, let the cycle close. Let the cycle close. Because on the other side of the cycle, money, 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 money. You walking into a beautiful season, baby. You are walking into a beautiful season. And the season that you are walking into is a very abundant season. It's giving a new stream of income season. Okay. It's giving an increase on your stream of income. Okay. So you may even be getting a new job where you're going to be getting a raise. Do you feel me? Do you hear me? Do you feel me? Do you hear me? Do you feel me? Hey, do you feel me? Do you hear me? Do you feel me? Do you feel me? Do you hear me? Okay. So it's like you are going to see yourself like really climbing up a ladder in a way that you've never climbed up before. And a lot of it is because this thing or this person or this space, this is something that was really hard for you to let go of. Like some of you all, this could be a habit. Okay. This could very well be a habit. It could very well be something that you know that you're supposed to quit. You're supposed to stop. You've been doing it since forever, since high school. And you don't even know what your brain is like without it. Okay. Like what your body is without it. And so you're being told to let it go. Right. And as soon as you let it go and you're doing good, all of a sudden everywhere you go is right there in your face. You get what I'm saying? Like this could very well be that situation as well. It doesn't have to be just the person, but this is definitely something that it connects to you emotionally. And this win, it sounds so beautiful. You know, with the beauty of wind also comes the tragedy of knowing that some leaves die, they fall off. And sometimes that happens and it has to happen, you know, but what happens? A new leaf is grown on. Like, this person or thing was lying. So, for example, if it was like an addiction to sugar, the sugar was telling your brain that it needed it. Okay. Your brain was being told that it needed this sugar to live. And that's why it became addictive. You felt like you needed to have it to exist. Okay. It could be the same thing with, you know, a person, a space, feeling like you needed that place, you know, and then realizing, wait, you know, there's something better. There's something that is better out there for me. Something that aligns with me better than other things have, you know. Here come the wind again. And it's something about your tree is just being shaken right now. And with your tree being shaken, it's like a leaf that's falling off. It's trying to hold on. It wants to hold on as long as it can, you know. But this person is, if it's a person, because the fact that I just said person, it's like there is a sense of dishonesty there, you know. And when you have dishonesty, it's hard to have trust until forgiveness can be made and everything of the past is let go of. You get what I'm saying? Um, Besides that, because it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter because what matters is what's on the other side of getting past this test that's coming. And I know I see a lot of times people be in the comments, how many final bosses is it? Or how many tests is it? Life is full of lessons and tests. Life is literally, when they call it the school of life, it's literally like school. So you go through the lessons, you learn something different, then you have a test on what you've learned. Then you go through life, enjoy it, you do something different, then you have a test on what was learned, right? Unless you get out of the matrix, unless you get out of that cycle completely. And very few people have learned how to master exiting it because they're still attached to the feeling and the victimhood of what has happened versus understanding the why and like the entirety of the system. You get what I'm saying? So, of course, each level of your life until you reach that point is going to be another boss, it's going to be another everything. Like, as long as you're interacting with people in society, there's going to be something else that you're learning, that you're internalizing and taking on, because times are always changing and shifting. It's like every time we talk about that, the wind starts blowing. You know, this is teaching you that you never lose what you need. You never lose what you need. You never lose what you need, because what you need won't elude you. It will stick there with you. It will be committed to you because it knows that that energy is aligned and connected. And you learning that and not allowing yourself to fall into energy of uncertainty and things of that nature, that's a benefit to you. But baby, you about to be walking in some money, some moolah, more, okay? And it's going to be from a sense of you enjoying what you're doing. So you're not just making more money, but you're enjoying what you're doing. You're excited about getting up every day to do it. You're excited about working on it. You're not dreading, you're not dragging your feet to get on. I gotta go to work. Oh, is it Friday yet? Oh, is it like you're not doing that? You get what I'm saying? And that is like peaceful abundance. That's what you are attracting into your life, peaceful abundance. The abundance of where you can do what you want to do. You have peace, you have what you need, and life is life. Okay? And life is life. This season that the world is moving into, we're seeing a shift in cultures, at least in pop culture. Okay. And flaws are now being seen as, oh, what is being seen as abundance? Okay. Okay. So it's flies that just randomly came, and that's giving the vibe of someone like that's like spying energy. Spirit, what are you saying? You need to know that yes, people are going to be watching you and like trying to stay up to date with like what you have going on, but don't let it stop you from doing what you want to do. You got to realize like the feeling of like people popping up or like, the stalking, all that other jazz is to try to scare you into isolation. Is to scare you into isolation. So you combat that by not going in your shell. You combat that by still showing up, by still doing those things. And this is giving a vibe of the things that you've gone through and experience are the very things that's going to help you attract abundance. The things that you've gone through and experienced are going to be the things that help you attract abundance. Your story is worth a lot. Your story is worth a lot. Like Tyler Perry would pay a lot of money to get his hands on your story. He couldn't write a better script. You hear me? Um, but no, for real. If you were to turn your story into a play or a movie or a book, you would totally understand this message. Um, or even like story times, right? Someone could do a whole 100-part story time. Okay. All you got to do is know how to be a good storyteller. Baby, these birds be wasting the hell out of some seeds. You hear me? He up there just knocking all the seeds down. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Oh, that's a beautiful cardinal. That's a male cardinal. Oh, he's so beautiful. Oh, I wish y'all could see him. I think he's kind of like hiding behind this big what's the name right here? Because he's like back there on the tree, on the tree branch. But That's interesting. Okay. So a male ancestor, I heard him say, tell my story. So it's something that connects with a male ancestor as well, that also connects with your story. Allow yourself to connect with the entirety. So I don't, ooh, take this as it must. Okay. Take it as it must. Um, this could be a sibling, this could be a lover, this could be a friend, coworker, um, family member, a parent. Like this could be, it's a male though. Okay. And it's something about within their story and how it connects with your story. But your story could be a whole story, you know. What you need is inside of you. It's always been inside of you. Oh, I love this song, Reasons by Faith. I wonder every day. Give me a reason to love you. And I want to love you more. Give me a reason to love you. Some of you all may have felt like a big part of your cycle was people trying to force you to perform for love, to show that you're worthy for love, to show that you're worthy for their kindness, to show that you're worthy for their attention. But it's like you've defeated that. And in you defeating that, you have to remember there's some people who are still there. Your story could help someone else get out of something that you've overcome. So don't doubt your story. The only thing is that 2222, you need to learn how to tell your story. That's the only thing. Is not your story, is you got to learn how to tell your story. Okay, you got to learn how to be a storyteller. So maybe you want to invest in like a class or um something that teaches you how to be like a speaker, a public speaker. And I can't seem to find my way. You brighten up my darkest day. Reason to love you more. I don't think that's what she said all the way, but um it's something about strengthening your skills of getting your story out. Okay. And letting it be told in a way where others connect with it and they feel heard through you telling your story. That's the vibe. Allowing others to feel heard by you telling your story. So when I released my first book, They Never Told, it follows four adults who are survivors of childhood sexual assault. And it goes into their life and growth and development through love, relationships, and their career and their self image from childhood up into adulthood. And then it also goes into like a guide for adults and parents to build stronger, trusting relationships with children so that they will feel comfortable to tell. Because that was the big component of, you know, why they didn't tell and how that affected them in their development. And so I was able to use my story and connect with three other individuals who was willing to share their story. And that was actually, and I dedicated my book to her, my former student, my love. I pray she's doing well wherever she's at. Um, but she had revealed to me that she was going through a situation where her um, mom's like boyfriend, fiance was messing with her, and she was going through the process of that. And I, you know, just was so proud of her for telling. And even though her mom was treating her the way that she was treating her and everything else, it was just like me being there of just like, I appreciate you for telling, of having that strength to stand up for yourself, you know, even if it feels like it may have been the wrong decision, even if it feels like, you know, I want you to know I'm proud of you, you know. And I dedicated my book to her because that was the moment when I knew it was time to write my book. Because I didn't tell. And well, after this first one, I didn't tell. And I knew it was others who didn't either, right? And so it's like, use your story and identify what makes your story stand out, you know. Um, I was just sharing with the butterflies that I did like a whole book tour with my book and everything. Oh my gosh, it's still available, y'all. Y'all can check it out. But and how my dad had bought up 100 books and we gave it away to my old high school to encourage them to speak up and utilize. And so I spoke with my old high school, and it was the juniors and the seniors, and we went through just this entire process and seeing, you know, how many of them felt like they had someone to talk to. It was very few, baby, very few. Do you hear me? So it's just like our story is the change that we're seeking. You know, oftentimes we're told to look outside of ourselves and to look at, you know, society to change and look at the politicians and all that jazz. Baby, they're in the game. They're deep in the game. The change comes through us. And that's what Michael Jackson meant when he said, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make the change. So that's why it's important for us to learn our lesson, because once we learn that lesson, we can teach that lesson. We can prepare other people for that lesson. Our abundance is in our life, our existing, doing what comes to us naturally. Who are we naturally? Without having to perform, without having to prove who we are. What do we do naturally? Okay. But this was a beautiful message. This was a beautiful message. I thank you all for those who made it to the end of the video. Okay. Shout out to y'all. As a reminder, if y'all are interested in a personal reading, all the links are down below. As a reminder, when you book your personal reading, you're going to receive an email after for you to go in and schedule the date of your of your session. Okay. So make sure you don't uncheck, because a lot of people, they say they don't want to receive emails and updates. And that's why they don't receive the email, because they uncheck the thing for them to receive it. Okay. So make sure y'all, are checking your emails and check your spam too, just in case, to make sure you get your stuff scheduled. What else? I don't know, y'all. Check out my books and everything down below. Check out the subconscious healing archetype quiz down below. And also, to those of you all who bought the ebook, at the end of that quiz, make sure you check your email and your promotional email as well, because it takes you to the space to download the book. Okay. So make sure you check your because a lot of emails for some reason been going to spam and I don't understand. But check your email straight up following after that so that you can go in and download the book. Okay. But that's the vibe. I don't think I have anything else to say, y'all. I mean, I can always talk. I always have a lot to say. But if you're interested, make sure y'all check out the membership areas for YouTube and on the Butterfly Effect School of Transformation. Did I do the intro? If I didn't, y'all, I apologize. Okay. I'll do it 2 times next time. Maybe. But look, I know y'all love to hear with the energy of our ancestors. But I thank you for being here, and as always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what your higher self and your spirit team is calling for you to do. Because period. Y'all live life. Live life. Live life. Only thing we have, the biggest currency is time. We've been tricked to feel that the biggest currency is dollars and coins and controlling people and power, but it's really your time. It's having the ability to do whatever you want with your time. And that's what you're reclaiming. You're reclaiming your time. I wonder if that's the title of the video. But I love y'all, and I'll see you on the next one.